Welcome everyone to round number 13 of the Formula 1 2012 World Championship. You're with Psycho Enigma in the Mercedes, and we are at Monza. There is a 100% chance of rain, but we're starting on the dry tyre, so this could go very badly. We qualified on pole position, and when I first loaded this up and botched an intro, the chance of rain was 57%, so clearly someone up there hates me. But we're on pole. We've got an all-British front row alongside Lewis Hamilton in the McLaren. Apparently, qualifying was dry, which it wasn't. Practice was dry, which it wasn't. It was damp, and I had to fiddle with the car setup quite a lot. Front wing angle had to be changed a lot. I normally run balanced in Monza, but having difficulty. The front of the car running wide all the time. Standard brake setup. Really high anti-roll bar setup. Like we had to get the turn in because really the car was not going in the Lesmo corners. I was always dipping a wheel in the gravel and it was not good. Suspension, you know, I run an oversteer setup. The gearbox is a bit crazy. We like the top end speed. It will be better suited for the race than it was qualifying. In fact, actually no, it was probably better for qualifying because the amount of time we were on the DRS, the acceleration didn't matter. Engine, fairly standard. Tyres, yeah, nothing too interesting. But I just want to, before I go out there, I want to ask who enjoyed the 100% Belgian Grand Prix? Because I did, albeit it was a difficult race, as you saw, with multiple pit stops and craziness and carnage in the last few laps. I don't even know what to do here. It says there's going to be a 100% chance of rain. So, with that being said, even though there was a 57% chance, and it'll probably just be drizzle. This is a 25%, just in case anyone asks. We're on a completely dry setup here, so I was expecting, when I first loaded it into practice, there was a 57% chance of very minimal rain. So, it's like drizzle, really. So I was thinking I can gamble with a dry setup. If there is going to be as much rain as is forecast, we're screwed. Absolutely screwed. On the front row, pole position, as I said, Schumacher's down in 7th, but a good qualifying from Schuey. And we've selected Roman Grosjean, the hardest rival for me to beat, as our contender. He is 21 points ahead of us in the World Championship. And we're going to have to block off Hamilton off the start, but we're also going to have to watch for Alonso, and actually we haven't got to worry about a thing. We've got a fantastic start. So we're going to move back across and get a good line into the first corner. Someone's charging down our inside. We'll just make our way through nicely. And Webber has got himself up into 2nd. And Webber was always there or thereabouts in the qualifying sessions. So we're now on the rich mix. And we're going to wear our fuel down a little bit. I don't know how much though. We have got to, of course, make sure we make it to the end, because that was one problem I had in Spa. I thought we weren't going to make it at one point, and is that? I don't know if that's drizzle already on my TV, just not wanting to do what I want it to do. But Webber's looking to be all over us already, and Hamilton appears to have had a poor start. And yeah, that is rain. I do not enjoy rain. I do not enjoy it on the best of tracks, let alone Monza, where I've got a completely dry setup. It could just be drizzle, so that's what I'm hoping it is at least. And Alonso flying past Mark Webber. And Alonso appears to be very confident here in this Ferrari. The Italian crowd are going to want to see him win.
Track, it's starting to rain.
I'm aware it's starting to rain. This is a similar situation to Silverstone earlier in the year where we screwed up big time. But we're leading more laps of races now that we're in a Mercedes. And we are just monstrously fast through the first sector, and we give away time everywhere else. I need to be very clever with my use of curves. And we're going to need to be on the right tyre at the right time with our setup and not doing crazy things like that. Got it! Oh, that was big. I didn't think Alonso was going to go for that gap. That was poor driving on my part. But it's allowed Webber to move back up, and Lewis Hamilton is getting through as well. The one downside of an oversteer setup is it doesn't work in conditions like these. With the rain coming down, we've got a lot to worry about here, but we don't know if it's just going to be more than drizzle, so I'm thinking we stay out, we conserve a bit of fuel, just put it in standard until we know what the weather's going to do. And apologies for that. I have no idea how that happened. If my controller is running out of battery, I will need to sort that and refilm if necessary. Webber's taking a look. I don't think he's going to go for it. Daniel Ricciardo, my old teammate, with the fastest lap. And yeah, it's getting a bit treacherous. What do we like for fuel? Plus 3 laps, that's plenty. So we need to be very careful in the chicanes. Every other corner is a bit, you know, is higher speed. So we just need to be careful through these. Watch what we're like on the accelerator and the curbs. And of course watch our wing mirrors. And I think Webber's lost it. Yep, Webber's lost it in one of the Lesmos. And Vettel was snuck up into second place. Maybe that was Webber's way of letting Vettel through. Maybe there was a bit of Red Bull team orders there. I'm still going on about that, like you know, the Malaysian Grand Prix situation. It's allowed us some breathing space though. I'm not going to pit yet because we don't know what the rain's going to do. Spray doesn't appear to be bad at all. In fact, it appears to be insignificant. We just need to be careful on the brakes and on the accelerator, because the rain is easing up on the pit straight. Well, it is on the exit of the Parabolica, that's for sure.
According to our estimates, Vettel should be stopping for tyres in 3 laps' time.
We'll stay as is for now. Although we've got a lack of grip in the
behind has some minor damage to
in the first corner.
Doesn't look too serious.
Yeah, and the rain's starting to come down a bit heavier. This might call for an intermediate stop next lap. Oh no, we'll register it, select it, and see how it goes. Because everyone's got to be careful in conditions like these, as you've seen. My season has a lot of rain in it, and we've had a lot of interesting races and results because of it. Why can't all F1 seasons have a little bit of dampness every now and again? See, I'm looking at the
slight lead over Vettel. He's close behind.
I'm looking at the sky and thinking, why? Oh God, people have fallen off. Can we get a look at that? Can we? I wonder. Yeah, what's going on here? Let's see if we can. Webber's lost the back of his car, and I think Hamilton's done the same. It's a big blow there. And sorry if that looked unprofessional, but I wanted to take a look. It's now a Mercedes 1-2. With Schumacher up into second place and Massa third. It appears they are struggling, but the rain doesn't appear to be getting any heavier. It's just getting a wee bit more treacherous with each lap that passes. People are still dropping it in Ascari.
It's starting to rain. It's just light at the moment, but if it worsens, we'll need to switch.
I'm fully aware it's starting to rain. I don't know, I feel at the moment as if I have it under control. You know, I've got a decent gap to Schumacher. This is slowest that probably a lot of people have taken Monza in a long time. It appears though at the Lesmo corners the rain has stopped. So I think we could be okay for a few more laps. Yeah, rain's lessening in Ascari by the look of it. I'd say we're all good. I'd say that got on the power a bit too soon. We're still not 100% ready for the Parabolica like that. So it looks like intermediates aren't going to be necessary.
Your next box.
I'm still managing though to get slower every lap.
The pit window is open. Box this lap.
I'm not confident on the brakes for the first corner at all. You know, I don't want to go sliding on and losing out massively. Massa's got past Schumacher. Because I don't think DRS is disabled. It's not, because we're not on wet tyres or intermediates yet. Massa's past Schumacher. And what I said before about the rain at the Lesmo stopping was a complete lie.
I've seen a few cars come in and put on intermediate tyres. Pit in and change your...
Have you? Oh god, yeah, no, the track is starting to feel...
Intermediate tyres for next box. Intermediate tyres.
Yeah, we're 8/10 down on the lap we've just done. And Massa's closing in.
4 seconds separates us and the car behind. 4 seconds.
Oh, I really don't want to put them on. I really don't.
Prime tyres confirmed for next pit stop.
I don't want to put any wet tyre on as of yet. I still feel as if, albeit I'm getting slower, I feel as if it's manageable. Schumacher's dropped it.
Massa's car has just been fitted with the prime tyre. He's going to stay.
See, Massa's gone in and put the primes on, and I just saw a rain light in the distance. I think that rain light is unnecessary. Sure, the first sector's not fantastic. See, we gained 3/10 in the first sector. How bad can it be? You know, I don't know. I don't know what. Oh god, we've gone horribly wrong there though. I think we're gonna need to put some laps in soon. I don't know.
Don't forget, pit in this lap.
I'm gonna minimise my running on the prime if I can. Yeah, I think people who went for inters are having to re-pit. Turned in far too soon. Massa's closing in. Yeah, that's a HRT ahead that is not on wet tyres. That is certainly on dries. Massa 21 seconds back. Yeah, we're going prime, and we're going prime the end of this lap.
Okay, prime for your next box. Track conditions are improving. Try to increase your pace.
I love the word try, it's brilliant. I'm trying though.
We're ready for you. Box in this lap.
Yeah, we're 2 seconds up on our previous lap time, so go to show conditions are improving. We're fine to go to a harder tyre. Who said that 25% races weren't exciting and all the action happens in 100% races? Yeah, Massa, 21 seconds back. We'll pit and rejoin before he comes past. Come on, Mercedes. We need a good start. We need a fantastic start. That's 3.8 is okay. We're on cold tyres though, on a slightly damp track. We need to get heat into these things. We need to get heat into them fairly quickly. There is Schumacher exiting Ascari. Massa has just crossed the start-finish line.
Be aware, we think the car behind is trying to save fuel.
Massa's trying to save fuel. Good, we're in the rich mix. So we will hopefully not get closed down. Because if we get closed down, I think we might get screwed. We need to warm these tyres up, and we need to warm them up quick. That chicane is my Achilles heel.
The gap to the car behind is 4 seconds.
I cannot take that chicane at all. And if Massa's going to catch me anywhere, it's the middle sector. Just so bad at it at Monza. You know, I can set a car up for straight line speed perfectly. Felipe is on a charge. He wants a win. I think he can feel a win. 2.9 seconds behind, and he's on lean mix, and he is closing in. Had to get off the brake pedal and back on it there a few times because we were just braking so soon. Our objective is to win this race. I want to win this race. It'll get our championship challenge together. It'll be a nice amount to catch up to Grosjean. Vettel with 1:27.0.
3+ gap to the car behind. 3+.
It won't be a 3+ for long though. Massa is looking racy. What's our fuel like? We still have +2 laps. Had to lift. Oh! I'm so sorry for my controller keeping disconnecting. It's making the video really poor. Rain is starting to come down again. Maldonado with the fastest lap of the race of a 1:26.4. We can only manage a 1:27.9. More confidence on the brakes are necessary for that first sector. That's where we gain all our time. Perez now, the 4th place man with a 1:26.1. As the rain starts to come down again. Schumacher 1:26.1. Massa 1.9 behind.
You have a 2-second gap to the car behind. We need to keep it clean so he doesn't get a chance to overtake.
Keep it clean in these conditions. Okay, I can do that. +1 lap. We could leave that when he's closer. I feel like I'm taking that corner quite borderline with like cutting and whatnot. Four people have retired from this race, I've just realised. Did not feel confident with getting back on the accelerator there at all. I can sense the lap was quicker. Yeah, a 1:27.2. Massa still closing in. He gained half a second that lap. I think we're going to be okay. The 150 board is as late as I dare brake. Especially with the weather conditions the way they are. Perez 1:25.9.
The fastest lap so far.
There's a HRT up in front of us. I hope it doesn't cost me any time. De La Rosa, please just stay there so I can come past. And if you could block Felipe, that would be great. I am so sorry about this. I didn't check my battery level before the race. I should have done. Oh god, no, that was a cut. That's bad. And Felipe's lost some time behind the HRT. This could be our opportunity. In a rain, I wouldn't say soaked, but rain drizzled Monza with Maldonado setting fastest lap after fastest lap. We break the 126 barrier. I'm babbling incoherently. With weather conditions the way they are, and with the cars that set up the way they are, who would have thought the most mistake-prone driver with optimal fuel? Thank you for telling me, race engineer, but you didn't. Would be in line for the Grand Prix victory.
There's not much between you and the car behind.
I don't want to jinx myself because I can make a myriad of mistakes. While there are still corners left, there are opportunities to make mistakes. And while there is lack of battery life in my controller, but in my opinion, a win is a win. See what I mean about the mistakes? We dipped our right wheel on the grass. Massa is now directly behind us due to that. Perez has taken the podium spot from Button, I do believe. Perhaps if there was one more lap, for Massa, he could have done it. But we've taken it. Our first win of the season. Schumacher came 8th. Our rival Grosjean came 5th. But the Mercedes from pole to the win. What a race. Just that. Bruno Senna coming up to 6th. Kobayashi with a great race. De Resta doing well. Vettel fell down to 10th, and I have no idea where Webber ended up in the end. Or Webber and Alonso both didn't finish. Jean-Eric Vergne was disqualified. That's interesting. Maybe he caused a big crash. We benefited a lot from the crashes. And we've taken our maiden Grand Prix victory in the 13th round.
You've moved into 7th position.
And we moved into 7th in the Drivers' Championship. We passed Perez and we're now 2 points behind Roman Grosjean. And we're 9 points off the back of a McLaren. We're building momentum. Where does this move Mercedes to? Mercedes are still 6th, but we are closing down on Sauber. So we're going to ride a massive wave of momentum into the next round. Can we get more victories? We've got 3 figures of points. How high can we get in this championship? We took 25 out of the leads of Alonso and Webber. We took a nice chunk out of Button, Vettel. We took points off of everyone here. I'd like to thank you all for watching. Apologies for the controller. I'll have it sorted. I have a million batteries there. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next week.